When it comes to unique bodies, there are people out there with the longest and most extraordinary body parts you could ever imagine. From incredibly long tongues to gigantic hands, these individuals have shattered the limits of the human body. In today's video, we'll explore some of the most unusual people with the longest body parts in the world, leaving us amazed and in awe. Are you ready to dive in? Let's get started. Before we dive into exploring these amazing bodies, drop a comment below and let us know what you think about these longest body parts. Have you ever imagined having such a long body part yourself? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss out on more exciting videos. Let's get started. She holds the Guinness World Record for the largest natural breasts on the planet. This is Annie Hawkins Turner, also known as Norma Stitz, a woman from Georgia who has captured the world's attention with her extraordinary figure. At 54 years old, she's not only a mother of two, but also a millionaire entrepreneur, earning over $1 million thanks to her own body. Her extraordinary development began when she was just 5 years old, and by 9, Annie was already wearing a 36D bra. Today, her chest is estimated to be a size 102 ZZZ, weighing more than an average 11-year-old child. Annie has to cope with numerous inconveniences, from finding a proper bra to dealing with shoulder pain when standing for long periods. She recalls the dark days when she despised her first bra because it stuck out like a football helmet. Now, she often has to wear 2 bras pinned together to cover her body. Despite all the challenges, Annie has turned this into an advantage. She's traveled the world, from Japan, London, Germany, to Amsterdam, appearing on major television shows and magazines. But alongside her fame, she also faces a rare condition called gigantomastia, which causes excessive breast growth. Even something as simple as walking downstairs or getting out of bed requires extreme caution to avoid injury. Despite her health issues, Annie has refused surgery, determined to turn her unique body into a money-making machine. She has directed over 250 adult videos, appeared in 70 films, and run her own company for over 20 years. Under the name Norma Stitz, she has become a symbol of difference and confidence. At the age of 17, Macy Curran made history by becoming the teenager with the longest legs in the world. Hailing from Texas, USA, Macy stands at an impressive 6 feet 10 inches, about 2'8". With her striking height, Macy not only earned 2 Guinness titles, longest legs on a female and longest legs for a teenager, but also became an internet sensation with her growing following. On social media, Macy spreads an inspiring message about confidence, self-love, and embracing uniqueness. Her videos not only motivate but also entertain, as she humorously showcases the awkward situations caused by her height, from struggling to find clothes to barely fitting through doorways. Despite being born to a father who stands at 6'5" and a mother at 5'7", Macy's height is extraordinary. Her legs alone account for 60% of her body. Macy doesn't hide her unique journey. She openly shares her personal experiences, encouraging young people to embrace their bodies and turn what makes them different into their strength. From being an ordinary girl, Macy has risen to become a symbol of acceptance and confidence, earning a place in the Guinness World Records and in the hearts of millions of followers around the world. Nick Stoberl is not only famous for his extraordinary tongue, but also for his sense of humor and the courage to break boundaries. Measuring 4 inches from base to the middle of his upper lip, his tongue is nearly 3 times the length of an average tongue, an attribute that surprises everyone he meets. He once mentioned that the average tongue length is about 3 inches for women and 3.5 inches for men, but his tongue defies those norms. Recognizing this unique potential, Nick has embraced it in an incredibly creative way. He became the center of attention whenever introduced with, "This is Nick, the man with the longest tongue in the world." And while it doesn't help him taste food any better, Nick finds it incredibly useful after meals. He can clean up just by giving it a lick instead of using a napkin. He humorously calls it his eco-friendly solution. But Nick didn't stop there. He was determined to prove that his tongue could do even more extraordinary things. His first goal, to break the record for the most tongue touches on a string in 1 minute, set at 281 touches. He achieved 246, just 35 licks short. Undeterred, Nick quickly shifted his focus to a new challenge, removing 5 Jenga blocks using only his tongue in the shortest time. The previous record was 1 minute, but Nick did it in just 55.5 seconds. With a series of Guinness records under his belt, Nick proved that a long tongue isn't just an oddity, it's a tool for achieving the extraordinary. While others are busy getting haircuts or shaving, Anthony Victor, a retired teacher from India, became globally famous for his ear hair. Since 2007, he has held the Guinness World Record for the longest ear hair, with a strand measuring 7¼ inches growing from the middle of his outer ear. His achievement was even featured on Guinness's Instagram, drawing attention across social media. With his simple appearance yet striking ear hair, Anthony stands as a living example that sometimes the strangest records are the ones that captivate the world. And for him, it's not something to be ashamed of. It's a fascinating part of his life story. Mehmet Özyürek's unusual nose once took social media by storm, surpassing even Anthony Victor's ear hair. From being teased as the boy with the big nose in his childhood to earning a Guinness World Record, Mehmet has turned what was once a source of ridicule into a point of pride. He often wondered if his nose was truly different, and after looking in the mirror and around him, he realized he was indeed unique. His large nose makes him stand out wherever he goes, and instead of shying away from the attention, he embraces it as part of who he is. Mehmet once humorously said, "They can look, but they'll never have a nose like mine." He viewed it as a gift from God, something that shouldn't be hidden. His nose became his symbol, officially recognized by Guinness as the longest in the world. Not only was it large, but Mehmet's nose also gave him an incredible sense of smell. He could detect food the moment he walked into a room. This unique ability made him even more remarkable. In May 2023, Mehmet passed away at the age of 73 after heart surgery, leaving behind an irreplaceable legacy, the world's biggest nose, and an inspiring story of self-love and acceptance. For many, a mustache is just a part of their appearance. But for Ram Singh Chauhan, it is a legacy. His journey began in 1970 when he decided to stop shaving his mustache. What started as a personal choice over time turned into a symbol of pride and cultural identity. In 2010, Ram Singh was officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the man with the longest mustache in the world. His mustache is so long that it must be carefully rolled up and cherished like a precious treasure. Ram Singh is respected everywhere, not only in his hometown but across the globe. Every time he appears, people watch him in admiration. What earns him the most respect is how he cares for his mustache. He spends time every day grooming, cleaning, and moisturizing each strand as if he's nurturing a part of his soul. For Ram, his mustache is not just a record, it's a testament to time, a symbol of perseverance and self-pride. Because of this, he's remembered not only for the length of his mustache, but also for his deep respect for himself, his traditions, and the spiritual values that have shaped him into a living legend. Ram Singh is respected everywhere, not only in his hometown but also across the globe. Every time he appears, people watch in admiration. What earns him the most respect is how he cares for his mustache. He spends time every day grooming, cleaning, and moisturizing each strand as if he's caring for a part of his soul. For Ram, his mustache is not just a record, it's a witness to time, a symbol of perseverance and self-pride. And because of this, he is remembered not only for the length of his mustache but also for his deep respect for himself, his traditions, and the spiritual values that have shaped him into a living legend. Cordelia Adams, a nail artist from Gary, Indiana, has nurtured her passion for long nails since 1989. At 59, her nails not only stretch over 12 inches in length, but are also adorned with intricate acrylic designs, showcasing her impressive creativity. While many are curious about how she manages daily tasks with such long nails, Cordelia has learned to adapt. She uses the tips of her fingers instead of the pads, and when she needs to grip something, she keeps her nails bent up along her arms. She can still scroll through her phone, drive, or do laundry without difficulty. Cordelia admits she enjoys the attention her long nails bring, even though she sometimes faces curious questions. However, she handles everything with calm and natural grace. Some of her nail designs have even lasted for up to 5 years without chipping, proving her skill and careful maintenance. For her, nails are not just part of her body, they're a form of living art, and she will never give growing nails for over 60 years requires extraordinary perseverance. And Sridhar Chillal, an Indian citizen, is a living testament to that. His inspiration came from a high school teacher who once grew long nails as a symbol of discipline and determination. In 1952, at the age of 14, Sridhar decided to begin his journey of growing his left hand's nails. Now, at the age of 80, he has earned his place in the Guinness World Records with a total nail length of 29 feet, a truly unbelievable figure. Sridhar first appeared in the Guinness World Records in 1979, leaving the world in awe. His journey, lasting more than half a century, was not just a personal decision but a testament to perseverance, commitment, and breaking free from conventional norms. Although his long nails caused numerous challenges in daily life, sleeping, eating, and moving around, Sridhar remained steadfast in his promise from his youth. Never cut his nails, never give up, and never stray from his principles. Despite living with the longest nails in the world, Shar continued to pursue his passion for professional photography, achieving success thanks to his keen artistic eye. On July 11, 2018, he made a significant decision to cut off his legendary nails. They were carefully preserved and displayed at Ripley's Believe It or Not in Times Square, New York. Even though he shed the burden from his left hand, the world record for the longest nails remains forever associated with his name, a symbol of perseverance and determination. Thomas Wetters, a man from Yorkshire, became the center of attention for one remarkable feature: his enormous nose. Though no photographs remain to capture its incredible size, a 1896 newspaper article described his nose as a symbol of dignity and power. However, there were also sarcastic comments suggesting that his nose seemed to take the place of other qualities, especially intelligence. Halfway across the world, Ting Haifen from China became famous for another extraordinary feature: her chest, with each breast weighing over 20 pounds. While many might admire such extreme curves, the reality is filled with difficulties: restless sleep, cumbersome movement, and even complicated personal relationships. Sometimes, too much of a good thing isn't a blessing, but rather a burden that the person must learn to overcome. Tran Van Hay, a man from Vietnam, set a world record in 2004 with his hair measuring 20 feet, 6 meters, long. Since the age of 25, he has never cut his hair, and it now weighs 17 pounds, 8.1 kilos. This extraordinary length not only impresses, but also brings significant challenges, as carrying the weight is like carrying a small child all day long. Tran's hair is extremely heavy, and he has to wrap it in a large headscarf to keep it neat. Every time he unravels it, the hair resembles a giant dreadlock coiled on his head, drawing all eyes toward him. Despite the inconveniences, Tran remains committed to his record, making his long hair an integral part of his life and reputation. Andrea Ivanova, from Bulgaria, has attracted attention not just for her appearance, but for a very unique reason. She has the largest lips in the world. However, these lips weren't a natural gift. Rather, they are the result of a long and persistent journey to make her dream a reality. Andrea's inspiration came from Bratz dolls, known for their strikingly large lips. From there, she began experimenting with lip injections, and over the years, she has invested more than $5,000 to turn her lips into a masterpiece. Despite doctors warning her about the risks, including the possibility of her lips bursting if she undergoes more surgery, Andrea remains determined to achieve the ideal look she desires. Andrea isn't stopping at just her lips. She's also considering altering other parts of her body, including lengthening her face and creating sharper facial features. With a clear vision of her desired transformation, Andrea continues to pursue her goal of reshaping herself in a way that feels most striking to her. Despite mixed opinions about her decision, Andrea remains determined to perfect her appearance in her own unique way. Supatra Sasufan, also known as the Wolf Girl, is a living example that you shouldn't let a nickname define you. Despite having a face covered in hair due to the extremely rare Ambrus syndrome, Supatra remains confident, joyful, and proudly embraces herself. When she was born, her condition was not clearly diagnosed. Her nose was only 1 millimeter wide, too small for normal breathing. She spent 3 months in an incubator and a total of 10 months in the hospital. Later, doctors confirmed she had hypertrichosis, a rare genetic condition that causes thick hair to grow all over the body, including the face, ears, hands, legs, and back. Despite trying laser treatments, her hair continued to grow back as before. At the age of 2, Supatra underwent another surgery to help her breathe better. But beyond her breathing, she also faced a series of other challenges: slow-growing teeth, poor vision, and skin so sensitive that she could only use baby shampoo. As she grew older, Supatra didn't let these obstacles hold her back. Even though she was teased at school, she learned to ignore the cruel remarks. When she found out she had been included in the Guinness World Records for having the thickest facial hair, Supatra was thrilled. She said, "This is something big. It's unique." For Supatra, being different isn't a burden. It's a title she proudly wears like a crown. Eugenia, from China, set a Guinness World Record on June 28, 2016, for having the longest eyelashes, measuring 4.8 inches, 12.2 centimeters, from the upper eyelid of her left eye. By May 20, 2021, the length had reached 8 inches, 20.3 centimeters. The secret behind her long eyelashes began in 2015 when they started growing naturally. Despite consulting with doctors, no one could explain the reason. After spending more than 480 days on a mountain, Eugenia believes that Buddha blessed her with this special gift. Her long lashes make it easier for her to do her makeup, as they naturally form a perfect eyeliner without needing any additional products. She feels proud and joyful about this unique feature. Eugenia encourages everyone to cherish their natural beauty and embrace what makes them special. So, we've explored some of the most unique and longest body parts in the world. These individuals truly push the limits of the human body and leave us in awe. What do you think about these unusual body parts? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. See you in the next one.